Governor Kotek issues a state of climate emergency, specifically through an executive order declaring a state of emergency on the climate crisis.
That's Chloe Gilmore, a 17-year-old senior at Portland's Lincoln High. And she's policy lead for the Portland Youth Climate Strike.
Ho, ho! Climate change has got to go!
She was one of hundreds of young people who filled the streets of downtown Friday afternoon, marching for action on climate change. Gilmore said the state has implemented some programs at lowering greenhouse gas emissions, but recent reports have shown Oregon is well behind its climate goals for the last few years. She thinks an executive order from Governor Kotek could change that.
And this would hopefully lead to more state and federal funding towards climate justice initiatives, programs, and bills.
The protesters were also calling for the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality to deny an air quality permit to Zenith Energy. That's a fossil fuel company that transports oil and gas through the city by train and stores it in massive and aging tanks in northwest Portland. Gilmore said city officials have ignored calls from residents, asking them to keep the company from expanding operations, so now it's up to the state.
And it's super important that this permit is denied by the DEQ because it's our only chance to regulate Zenith Energy, because we know that our city government will not listen to the people.
For many in the crowd, they've watched as climate change has gone from an abstract subject they learned about in school to something they're dealing with in their everyday lives.
When I walked out that one day and the sun was red and it was just there was so much smoke and everything, I could feel it, and it was just it was a horrible feeling. It's genuinely really terrifying, yeah.
And while there was palpable energy and enthusiasm in the crowd, Gilmore said it was also depressing that young people have to be in the streets asking adults to step up.
It is sometimes disappointing that our elected officials are not following through with promises they made.